off this morning bright and early. We've already got a worker over on that field. You can see it started being worked on just now. He's doing a bit of tillage, and we are finally harvesting our soybean field. It is going to rain. I think it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we've got plenty of time to get this field done and harvested and put into the bin on site, because the best price for soybeans I don't think is till May or June, I think it is. I can't remember now. So yeah, we'll store them in the bin until they're ready to be sold, or we find another use for them. There is still there's a lot of harvesting contracts. They've actually still stayed there from last night. I think we may do the sugar beet one, but I also want to do the corn one. The only problem I've got is if you rent from the farmer himself, it's going to cost, say, like 5,000 or 6,000. But to rent the header, it's an initial cost of 6,500, and obviously Field 8 is the biggest one in the map, so it's going to take several hours at the least, because it's a 12.3 meter working width. So it's not the biggest header, and it's going to take a while to do. So I'm debating if we're going to do that one, we need to rent from the farmer to save costs for ourselves. But he's almost finished that field. I don't think he's going to be too long, maybe another half an hour or so. And I'm not going to be too long here either, because it's quite a nice small field. Then we have that full cheese pallet at the dairy, so we're going to get that lifted, and we need to go and take it to whoever's got the best price for it, because obviously this month is when cheese is at its best price. And hopefully we should have a sugar pallet as well. I haven't actually checked yet, but there should be a sugar pallet sitting ready for us, and we're going to put that into the dairy, and we're going to use the milk we've already got and start making chocolate. And then when I get enough milk again, or when I run out, I'll just rent a tanker and take it round. But to be honest, I could probably buy the tanker just now. We do have $102,628 in the bank, which is fantastic, but we still have a loan to pay off. Obviously we're not going to use the whole 100,000 to pay it off just now. We do need to keep some, because we've still got to get through winter. If there probably isn't going to be any work. Everything's going to be harvested, everything's going to either be cultivated, drilled in already, or we have to wait until March to drill it in. Like our sugar cane we want to do. So we need to keep money in the bank through Christmas, New Year kind of time, you know, kind of November, December, January, February sometimes. But we still have the sheep producing wool, so we'll still be busy doing that. We'll be busy feeding the cows, keeping them on top of the chickens, and hopefully we have enough to start making some fabric and clothes, because we don't really have much time left. Clothes, if I remember right, is April is its best price, so we really don't have long to kind of get going to make clothes. Okay, we had the sheep at they were basically born when we got them, so we didn't have the advantage of straight into producing wool. They did, but not quite as much as I was hoping. Anyway, that's enough for just now. We are going to get this field harvested. The other guy should be finished up quite soon, I would imagine, on the other cultivating contract, and we're going to move the cheese pallet. I think we're going to go and see the cows first, because they need some straw and TMR, and then we'll go and see if we're going to do another contract. So we'll see you in just a bit. timed. He's just finishing that last strip now. Right, we'll get this put into the bin here. And we'll go move that pallet of cheese first because the price is still slowly coming down. So in order to get the best price for the cheese, we need to kind of do it now. There we go, that's him finished now. So we need to go and collect the money for that contract because there was one yesterday we finished that we didn't collect money for. So field 27, $13,864, and field 15, which is that one we just finished, $10,055. So we're kind of caught up now. There's just that large, there's a corn harvest. That's it's 7,600 to rent the equipment, and it's 6,600 for the initial lease of a corn header, plus, you know, so many dollars per hour to run it as well. So I don't know if it's the best option. It would be good to do something different. Let's have a quick look here. Okay, we need water for that. There's still wool running. We did turn that on because there was enough to take down. And we still have that almost full pallet, so that's a boost for this month. I don't know if there's a pallet made already. We'll have to go and check that. And obviously we've stopped this because we need to move the sugar over to the dairy. We can change this though, can't we? So we can put it to distributing. So the sugar mill should supply the dairy. Yeah, we're still going to need the tanker. I was trying to think of a way around it there, but we're still going to need to get the tanker. Because it won't let us... Yeah, you can't distribute. No, because it just shows you. Well, we almost got 10,000 litres again. The slurry, we're going to need to do something with the slurry very soon. It's 81,000 litres. And our manure is 68,000 litres as well. So we're going to have to do something with that. 8,500 litres of milk. 23,900 litres of soybeans. Still got 63,000 litres of sorghum. I think that's from the first year because we got chickens then. I don't think we've done sorghum since. So it's lasted ridiculously long. Almost 10,000 litres of canola and 75,000 litres of barley. Barley we can sell in December when it hits the best price because we can't do anything else with it. Sorghum is obviously for the chickens. It's a better price, but we need to keep it for the chickens. Canola, I'm not sure when the best price for them is. Let's have a look. November. Oh, so next month, 730. So we could sell the canola next month. Soybeans isn't until the middle of the year, I don't think. Yeah, June. Oh, I was close, June. I think I said April or May. Right. We'll move that cheese pallet first. That's what I was going to check. Cheese, let's have a look. Where are we? Cheese, 1,800. Yeah, so it's coming down. October is down here. So wait till January. We're not doing that again, so we're not going to wait. So 1,852 is Ohio Agri. That's the top of the map. $1 cheaper at the campground restaurant, and it's only $40 difference though, isn't it, from the farm shop? Yeah, in fact, the campground restaurant's right behind us. It's there. Yeah, why don't we do that? Right, I'll jump into the telehandler and we can just road it up here, I think. We don't need to take... In fact, before we go and jump and do anything else, let's have a look. Do we need to take anything down with us? Because there is wool. There's 200 litres. That would keep it going. Yeah, we've got eggs and red cabbage, but eggs is next month to sell actually. Cabbage is December. So there's going to be a lot of money coming in over the next few months, which is really good. And we need to get water from them. There's a heap of eggs here we need to move. And I'm pretty sure we haven't done this in a while. Yeah, there's lots of red cabbage. Right, let's head down and get the telehandler. In fact, we're going to need the telehandler back here, aren't we? So we'll take this down to Oh, we've got nothing to lift on with here though, have we? We're going to need to get a front loader, I think. But not for the little tractor, because I don't think it's big enough. Right, we'll take this down anyway, because we will need the telehandler back here. There are a few things to shift about and get ready, because we're going to be in a selling frenzy over the next couple of months. So, it's all coming together now. We're getting there slowly. Let's head down to the shop. Not the shop, the dairy, isn't it? So, we'll see you down there. Well, we're down here now. Get this. And there's 2 pallets of sugar. That is just ideal. So we'll move this one onto the trailer. And then put that 2 into the dairy. So 1,000 litres of cheese. We'll take that up to the campground restaurant, which is just behind our main farm. And then we can start the production of chocolate. It's great to see it all coming together. I do know there's a flour mill, and I can do something with the, is it the barley we've got? But it's not in town yet, and not that I know of, so we can't do anything with that. We're just going to have to sell it. So we'll put this in here. That's the first pallet. And now that that's in, actually we can just go and start that production now. So we've still got 31,000 litres of sugar beet, and there's almost another pallet as well. So chocolate, we've now got sugar and milk, so activate chocolate. And I think, if I remember right, it was January that that's ready, so we should have a pallet of chocolate by January, maybe 2. We will run out of sugar, I would imagine, before the sugarcane we plant is ready to go. Because we plant it in March, I think it is. March or April. In fact, when would that be ready? Planting calendar. So sugarcane is planted, so we plant it in March. Oh wow, it's not ready until October. Whoa. All year. We could do sugar beet, it's the same as well. I was looking at potatoes. Yeah, sugar cane and sugar beet's the same. You gotta wait all year. Well, that's not convenient. Sorghum is the quickest growing one. Sorghum, yeah, or potatoes, but we've no use for potatoes as yet. Oh, I didn't think sugarcane was that long. Oh well. That's not ideal. Right, cheese, 1850, 1849, so campground restaurant. And we need to take this back up with us, because we have to shift stuff around at the yard and get it ready for selling. So it's going to be a really busy couple of months. I think that would do there. Yep. Almost. They need to be wider. There. Right, we'll try that this time. I think that should work. Let's strap that bit on and fold it. Perfect. Right, let's head over to the campground restaurant. I'll nip through here. We need to stop nipping through here, but there isn't a barrier, so... And nobody's gone about. So we've just been using this to come through. I have no idea what's going in here. It is meant to be a biomass, is what I've heard, but... They've put that stuff in and nothing's happened, so I don't really know what's happening. Right, we'll see you at the campground restaurant, we'll get this sold, and then we'll start moving stuff about at the farm. Well, here we are. It's our first time ever coming down in here, so I'm not too sure exactly where I'm going. Well, there is somebody in the way. Not sure. Is it further down? I think it must be in here. Where do we go? It says it's right in front of us, but there's a path down here. That doesn't go anywhere. It just does a loop. There's a whole pathway through there. Wow, I never even knew this place existed. Yeah. And they have a caravan just like ours. Oh, it's there. Right. All this time on this map and never once been down here. Right, let's sell this cheese. There we go. It's not going to be much money, but it's something. We get rid of the cheese as well. We can't store it anywhere. $1,848. That is perfect. And now we just head back up to the farm, unload the telehandler, and start maneuvering things around. Because there's a lot of stuff to do over the next month or so. I don't think we're going to take on any more contracts at the moment. Unless for some magical reason the sugar beet contract stays with us, then I don't think we're going to do it. What have we got to do? We have to make we have to put straw in this silage mixer, the TMR mixer. I'll leave this here just now. We have to go and grab the mixer actually, because it is somewhere over. I think it's in the shed actually. So we've got to go and do straw first, then give them a mix of TMR. We've got to put some feed in with the chickens. Take the eggs inside because they're ready for sale tomorrow. What was it looking for? Animals. So yeah, we need to move the eggs inside. Give them a little bit of feed, not too much. The cows do need straw and food. They've still got 127,000 litres, but as soon as the bars turn orange, I like to keep them in the green. The slurry, I think we're going to hold off with the slurry until it gets a bit closer to capacity. They've still got plenty of food. And there was something here. What were we doing? That cheese, what if I just change that to selling? Maybe it doesn't do anything now, does it? Nope. Right, oh, that doesn't work then. We'll just leave that storing. We haven't got much left. Ah, water. Right, there should be water in the tanker, so we'll just nip that on the way past first. Then we'll get the mixing wagon. I think there's water in here actually, I don't know. I hope so. Oh, there is a little bit. We're going to need to top that up though, because that's not going to be enough to fill it. Right, we'll leave that for now. We'll go and grab the mixer wagon, get some straw in it, put down the bedding first, chop that, and then we'll come back round and get a load of TMR made. So, do a little bit of a time lapse and get that done. Keep the cows up to date. 1st of November now, a very early start for us. We did disable the fabric yesterday for the wool, just before we kind of skipped into this morning. We only had 36 litres left, so now we've reactivated it, and we need to go to the sheep pen. Should be 404 litres there, so that should be enough to just keep it going for now. The slurry is getting ridiculously full, so we're going to have to do something about that. I don't know what capacity the manure is. Where are we? 73,000 litres, so I don't actually know how much that takes. But what I do know is the eggs get sold today. Best price is in November, $1,380, so it's still going up, so it's beating the best price already. Last year was, I think it was around the 1,400 mark. Can't remember exactly. So we'll need to sell the eggs and transfer the wool down to the spinnery to get that going. And we also took on that corn contract on field 8. We did borrow the items. I did look, and it was going to cost, I can't remember the initial cost, it was about 8,000, 7,500 initial cost to rent the header, and another $2,500 an hour thereafter. And it was only going to cost us, was it 6,500 or 8,500 to rent the items from the farm, from another farmer. So we just rented the items just now. Everything's kind of going to plan. We've got another 1,400 eggs. We've got another whole pallet from the chickens, which is good. We just need to keep this open and kind of keep an eye on net prices. And when it hits just over 1,400, I'll just kind of jump straight across and take them straight to whatever one's a higher price, which I'm hoping is later on in the morning. But for now, we need to jump into the telehandler, put the wool pallet on the trailer. In fact, I need to go and get the tractor ready. So I'll go and get all this done ready, transfer the wool. I'll put some water in here. And we'll see you down at the spinnery to drop the wool off. Start selling things now. We're just looking across here at the farm shop with this eggs. We've got 15,400 litres, and it is around the best price now. It has been climbing up this morning slowly, but I think we're just going to have to sell it now. We've got that big contract on field 8 with the corn. That's kind of keeping us really busy just now, but we still have a couple of things to do. Once we're kind of finished up that field, hopefully the price of canola is either increased or still decent as it is just now. We need to sell all, I think it's about 9,000 litres of canola we've got, so we need to sell all of that. We've got this eggs just now, and we also need to nip down to the sugar mill and move the pallets across to the dairy to keep the production of chocolate going. I'm hoping later on we can probably rent a tanker to take milk down as well from us. that going to sell all in one go? It has. So $21,668. We'll just quickly check. It is still rising. Usually it's about $1,383. So it's probably going to increase more than that now, but we sold it, so it's out of the way. It's one less thing to do. Canola, we've got 9,700 litres. The best price is October, 681. So it's still going up. So I think we're going to take the load to Ohio Co-op later on. And milk was other things. So we've 12,000 litres of milk, so that should do us for a while yet. Where are we? The sugar mill, I think, may have a couple of pallets. There's still 18,000 litres of sugar beet to get through. So that's going to take a while. We maybe won't move milk yet, because there's no point in putting all the milk in there if I'm waiting on sugar and we can't make it. Obviously that was a sugar beet contract. There is another sugar beet contract to do. Oh, just made that. Yeah, there is another sugar beet contract to do, but it is quite a large one. I don't know if I'm going to start it because it is November. We've still got this massive contract to do as it is with the corn. That's taken since we started at about just after 6 o'clock this morning. And we've only just done that far into the field, so we've not really covered much ground. Obviously it's just the one combine going just now. We did rent the farmer's equipment. It worked out a lot cheaper for us, but if the worker's going to miss bits, we're going to have to go back and cover all that at the end. So yeah, we'll move the sugar pallets across, keep the dairy going, producing chocolate, and we'll just work away with this corn harvest, see where it takes us. So I'll get going with this, we'll get these pallets shifted across, and we'll see you back for some harvesting. Well, I didn't quite expect that. 6 whole pallets, and there's possibly another one to spawn as well because we've maxed out the trigger area. We have 1 pallet of chocolate as well. Brilliant. 1,000 litres of chocolate there. When is the best time to sell chocolate? I'm sure we've probably seen this already, but keeps my mind refreshed. It's $2,000 a pallet. Oh, January. May and January. So, do as much chocolate as we can before January and then get it all sold. So, we'll get these pallets shifted over. We'll probably leave that pallet of chocolate there just now. I don't really have anywhere to store it, and at least if they're all here we know exactly what we've got. So we'll get on and do this. Time lapse this a little bit, and then we'll see you back up in field 8. here we go, we're almost loaded up with this red cabbage now. We've just got that one other pallet to get. And we'll park this in the shed ready for December for selling. But that'll be the end of this episode. It has went on quite a while. I'm trying to do shorter episodes just now, but this one's just dragged on a little too long. This will be launched on Thursday, you'll see this. Hopefully there's another video coming very quickly again. I'm aiming for possibly Saturday or Sunday, and then again possibly Monday or Tuesday, and then Thursday again. So there's quite a lot of videos coming out in a very short space of time. It's just to try and get through this harvest, kind of into New Year, into kind of the March time, once we've kind of sold all the stuff, and then we're ready to do our get our clothes sold in April. But yeah, we're getting on very well. We have some news for next episode. Something arrived in the town, and we also got hold of a new bit of equipment which we already thought we missed because it was in the sale last time, so that'll leave you thinking until the next episode comes out. So we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and as always I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one very soon. Thank you for watching.